Let's jump into our next project, which is going to be this 1940s era jalopy race car. This vehicle, I think, is going to be the perfect example for what we need to do next. It has a lot more complex suspension, which will be useful for a whole range of vehicles that you'd want to do. So it has a double wishbone, or a double A-arm, or 4-bar linkage in the front, whatever you want to call that. I'm going to call it a double wishbone, and a solid rear axle with leaf springs in the rear. And the double wishbone can be useful for pretty much any kind of modern vehicle. So you could, even if your vehicle had something like a McPherson strut or some other type, you could actually simulate it pretty well with a double wishbone if you're not too concerned about, the visual accuracy of the moving part. And so you could do anything from like a Formula car, Indy car, something like that to, a sedan, sports car, uh, Lamborghini, whatever. The solid rear axle, of course, is still used on anything from dump trucks to rock crawlers, Jeeps, pickups. They're very much still out there. These old vehicles, so like a muscle car also. This vehicle, like all the models we're going to be using, is one that I've adapted to be a 3D printable model, and I 3D scanned it at the Okanichi Speedway historic site in Hillsborough, North Carolina. This is a pretty neat area. You can just go there and walk around, and there's remnants of this 1950s era racetrack, which was one of NASCAR's first two tracks. And there's no entrance fee. It's just kind of a self-guided type thing. You can freely walk around the track. People go out there and they do runs around the track. I think it's about 0.9 miles. There's other trails. The Mountains to Sea Trail actually goes through there. So if you're in the area, it's a pretty neat place to visit. And this was 3D scanned with a Faro X130.